Hello everybody and welcome to Lean White Football Vlogs. This Sunday, Arsenal travel to Tottenham Hotspur in a battle of the North London derby, a new chapter in this historic rivalry, the biggest North London derby possibly in years. This is quite a huge occasion, isn't it? Due to the circumstances that both clubs find themselves in. One's fighting for top four, the other's fighting for the title. I think if I had told you at the start of the season that one of them had been fighting for the title and the other one been fighting for top four, and that Arsenal were in the title race and Spurs were struggling to cling on to a fourth place spot, then you might have called me crazy. But that's the situation that we find ourselves in. Arsenal go into this game 5 points clear of Manchester City at the top of the Premier League table, and could potentially end this weekend 8 points clear. Crazy, isn't it? Or they could just simply keep their 5-point lead, matching Manchester City's results as they play Manchester United on Saturday. Great weekend we have in store, isn't it? Spurs have the opportunity this weekend to go above Manchester United and potentially Newcastle if they were to lose their game at home to Fulham, and considering what they did to Chelsea last night, I wouldn't be all that surprised at this point. Tottenham are on 33 points, they're 2 points off Manchester United, they're 2 points off Newcastle, and a win here and Man United slipping up against Manchester City could open the gap and bring Tottenham back into the top four race and bring them back to win in an inch of Newcastle, potentially even above them. We'll have to wait and see. But this is a bigger task for Arsenal. Arsenal go into this game about to begin a daunting set of fixtures upon each competition that they're in. Starting off this Sunday with Tottenham away, next Sunday Manchester United at home, following week Manchester City away in the FA Cup, and then followed a few weeks later by Manchester City at home in the league. So this is where the real business starts, or at least that's what most people seem to think about Arsenal, considering the fact that we are still top and most people still don't even consider us in a title race. But whatever, that's their thoughts anyways. We won't worry about those silly people. Arsenal though come into this game and they don't have a good record at White Hart Lane. I don't know what the hell you call it now. It just looks like a big toilet seat if you ask me, the stadium. But Arsenal have not won against Tottenham away from home in the league since 2014, and even then that was with a Thomas Rosicky strike in a 1-0 win, and even then that's when they had Tim Sherwood at the helm. So does that one even count? Does anyone even remember that one properly? I bet you most of you don't even remember that day, most of you, I can guarantee it. And if you do, well great, you're lying. Arsenal have only won once at Tottenham since 2010. Since then it's been a barren run of horrible results, with the most recent one travelling to Tottenham last May, getting our arses handed to us in a 3-0 demolition in which Heung-min Son and Harry Kane danced all over us as if we were a teenage disco. In a 3-0 defeat which cost us in the end Champions League football, and we ended up playing another season in the Europa League, a competition which I would happily see burned to the ground in the next 5 years at this stage, at the times we've been in it. But if you do look back to that game in May, you will notice something a little bit different. I can't quite put my foot on it, but I think it has something to do with the 11 that we started. Since then, we have had a number of players come into this team, a number of players come into the squad who have improved this team massively, and they will make a huge difference to this team on Sunday. The likes of Alexander Zinchenko, William Saliba, Thomas Partey, who wasn't playing that day, and Ben White, who was out injured. I know Gabriel Jesus has also joined us since, and it's been fantastic for us, but he's out injured, so Tottenham don't have to worry about him. We will focus on the positives for us on our side. But make no mistake about it, this will be a tough fixture. Tottenham this season have been extremely poor. They've been very underwhelming. They have not shown any signs of a team that's a unit or cohesive in any sort of way. They've just been very lackluster. They've just been very poor. Tottenham this season have had the issue of starting off games poorly and then ending them well. Well, let's just say they won't be allowed to do that in this game. Tottenham will raise their game for this because it is a North London derby, and well, if they don't turn up in this fixture, then I can guarantee you the Spurs fans will turn on them quicker than it took Conor McGregor to knock out Jose Aldo. It's going to be a very tough game. It is, because it is a North London derby, but at the same time we shouldn't see this as a tough game because Tottenham this season have been absolutely chronic. They have so far this season lost at home to Newcastle, to Liverpool, and recently to Aston Villa, and all three of those games showed all the poise, all the fitness, all the strength of Donald Trump in a gym. they just have not turned up this season. Now they might have Kulusevski back this weekend, which would be a huge addition to them because he's one of their few only good players this season, and Bentancur, who will provide huge strength and depth in midfield for Tottenham alongside Højbjerg, who I believe have been a real solid pair in the season. And our midfield of Xhaka, Odegaard and Partey are going to have to win this battle. Whoever wins the midfield battle, I believe, will win this match in the end. And obviously we do need to cut out the danger of Kane, because he always just likes to score against us, and I can guarantee you he'll probably get a penalty at some point because it always just happens against us. And for some reason Heung-min Son just loves playing against us before disappearing into the night to never be seen again after this fixture, just like he's done all season. But anyways, it's going to be a tough game, but I believe if we can perform the way we have performed over the course of the season, with the football we've been playing and the way we've performed away from home especially, I do believe we can get the win here. I do believe we can get a 2-1 victory, but it is going to be extremely, extremely tough. Do not take it lightly. Tottenham have not been great this season, but it is a North London derby. So we got to go into this game full of hope, full of optimism, with the fans behind us in the away end. And let's just go at them. We have nothing to fear in this Tottenham team. Let's get the job done. I do as well just want to touch quickly on some transfer news which has been circulating around the club over the last 12 hours, you could say, and what's going to be the majority of our day again. It's Mudryk Daily, and we've submitted another bid, and we're close. We're this close. There's agreements, there's this or that. I am sick of it. At this point you just think to yourself, are we actually going to get this player or not? But we live to fight another day, don't we? It's been reported this morning that Arsenal have submitted a third bid for Mykhailo Mudryk in excess of £62 million plus add-ons. A deal for the Shakhtar Donetsk star is edging closer, with just the final details needing to be discussed between the two clubs. It's been dragging on, and I feel like I've aged every single day more and growing more grey hairs in my hair than I can even think of with just the sight of this transfer. It seems to be going on forever. I think we will get the player in the end. I did say it. We're not going to have him signed today. We won't have him signed for the North London derby, which is a shame, and it's a balls, to be honest. Sure, we could have done with having him signed before the North London derby to have an extra player on the bench just to come in and do something. But I suppose, look, we'll have him hopefully for Manchester United. We should have the deal done by next week, hopefully at the latest, so we'll stay tuned with that one. Also this morning, Arsenal are apparently going to be swooping around and looking at Youri Tielemans from Leicester City. Once again, there was huge interest in him during the summer, but Arsenal could not get the deal done. It is understood though that Arsenal and Newcastle are going to battle it out for the 25-year-old Belgian, with his value going to be brought down to as little as 15 million, with his contract being set to expire in the next 6 months, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, Lazio are prepared to allow him to leave on loan for a deal of just around £8.8 million, with a £35.5 million obligatory purchase clause for the summer. But the Gunners face competition from Juventus for his signing. I think he'd be an excellent signing for Arsenal as backup in the midfield alongside Xhaka and Thomas Partey. Will we get him? I don't know. I don't know whether we'll get him in this window or not. I think we could have to wait till the summer to put in an official bid and for the valuation of the player to go down a bit, but we shall wait and see on that one. Finally, there's been good news this morning on the front of both our captain and manager. Martin Odegaard has won the Player of the Month for December and November, over the 2 months combined due to the interruption of the World Cup. Mikel Arteta has also picked up the Manager of the Month for November and December, so congratulations to the two of them. And speaking of Martin Odegaard, he is expected to be offered a new contract at Arsenal. We need to get him tied down. Of all the players we need to get tied down, he's 23 years of age, he's captain of the team, he's playing the football of his life at the moment. Let's make sure we get this tied down, we get this deal done, so that we can have him for his peak years. Thanks a million for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It was just a quick preview before the Tottenham game. I will have a review out of the game, hopefully either Sunday or Monday morning at best. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Will Arsenal get the victory? Will we get Mudryk over the line? And how much have you aged since this whole saga started? Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed it. Thanks a million, and subscribe if you're new around here, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.